join me on, officially, meteorologically anyway, the first day of spring, which is the 1st of March 2025. It's not particularly spring-like in temperature. It's pretty chilly actually. I think it's 7 or 8 degrees. But as you can probably see, it's a beautiful sunny day. So who knows? Maybe a sign of things to come. Just a short little, perhaps 30-mile run today. What I'm going to try to do though is see if I can find the elusive Marlborough white horse. Lots of mud, as you can see on this road here. It's pretty horrendous in every sense really. Temperature has been getting down to below freezing overnight, lots of frost in the morning, so do need to be a little bit mindful of that. It's certainly not anywhere near freezing now, but the roads are still a bit wintry in places anyway. So why the Marlborough white horse, and why the elusive Marlborough white horse? In Wiltshire here we're quite blessed with over half of the white horses, and by white horses I mean the ones that are carved into the hillside. So yeah, in Wiltshire over half the white horses in the country actually. There are, or have been, 24 white horses in I think the UK, or maybe that's just England, of which 13 were in Wiltshire. Nowadays though, only 8 of those 13 remain, or are still visible, one of which is the Marlborough white horse. But the Marlborough white horse is actually in the grounds of what nowadays is Marlborough College, and so it's a little bit tricky to find somewhere where you can actually see it, but I think I've worked out where I can go that should give me a half decent chance of having a look at it. I've never seen it before, so I've never actually made the effort to try and find it. We'll see how we get on. Dear, the good state of these roads. Maybe not such a good idea. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I was hoping the bike wasn't going to get dirty today, even though it is my recently acquired winter hack. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wash it down when I got home, but I'm going to have to now, clearly. Ah, quite nice when you can see the road unfolding in front of you. It's quite rare in these little country roads around here. And there's the A4 in front of us. It's one of those awkward angles where you can't quite crane your head round enough, so I'm going to have to stop and have the do the obvious lifesaver. Yeah, it's all clear. The Yamaha some beans. That's the first bike I've seen today. Quite surprising given the weather, although I have been on a pretty off the beaten track route, to be fair. Marlborough is a pretty well known market town in towards the north of Wiltshire. I think It's reputed to have one of the widest high streets in the country, and we're actually on the high street now. One of the things I really need to sort out on this bike is probably the fueling. The carbs really need a good service, because this throttle is like a bit of an on-off switch. If you're ever in Marlborough, that church in front of us here, which is no longer used as a church, but it's a beautiful building, and inside, amongst other things, they've converted it into a really nice coffee house. So if you're in Marlborough, you get a chance, pop in there. Fabulous coffee, and the setting is just wonderful. So we've got to do a left up here somewhere. So the college grounds are over on the left here, and on the hillside over there somewhere should be the White Horse. So in theory, at the bottom of this road, there should be somewhere to park up, and a short stroll down the footpath may get us reasonably close to the horse. I've never been down here before, so there's every chance of it going badly wrong. But let's see. There's a few walkers. It is still a road though, so although I'm sure I'm going to annoy a few people, I think I have every right to be on this road. I think we'll probably run out of road in a minute, so we're going to need to find somewhere to park for a minute or two. Let's have a look. Little recce first. So where does the footpath go? I think it's probably up the one to the right there. I think we'll just leave it here. Bike's still got the camera, it's still rolling actually, and my phone on it, so I can't wander far unfortunately. So somewhere on that hillside at the back there is the White Horse. Not sure if we're going to get to see it. So I don't think we're going to get to see the horse unfortunately, but I've definitely brought you to the right location. It is here. I think realistically I'm going to have to save that for another day. So we'll head back out and see where the road takes us. Quite a nice little village here actually. Looks like a decent pub there. One to perhaps check out in the future. So the elusive Marlborough White Horse remains elusive, but I'm definitely going to suss it out at some point. As I said earlier, there are 8 still visible white horses carved into the various hills in Wiltshire, and there's a 9th actually if you include Uffington, which I think is the oldest and biggest of them all, and that's just over the border in Oxfordshire. I'm thinking of just doing a short day on the bike, trying to visit all of the white horses in a day. Sounds like quite a task, but actually I think I've kind of roughly plotted the route, and it's about 100 miles or so. He's in a hurry. There's a sign for Avebury there actually. We are just coming up to Avebury. We should actually shortly be going past Silbury Hill, which in this lovely sunshine should really look quite majestic. So there is Silbury Hill, but as I say, it's going to look, I think, even more impressive from the other direction. It is a spectacular man-made monument, mount. I'm entirely sure, despite several excavations, that the archaeologists are completely clear about what it was built for. Goodness me. Right, so at this roundabout we'll actually do a U-turn. We'll go back on ourselves, back down past Silbury Hill with the sun behind us, and after that I'll take the turning down into Avebury. Right, so it'll be a bit less hazy now as we haven't got the sun pointing straight in the camera, and as promised, Silbury Hill should look even more impressive, assuming that we haven't got too many trees or whatever in our way. So it's straight ahead of us now. There is a little road up here on the left hand side, if I don't miss it, which will take us down the avenue actually. Nice long avenue of stones that leads up to Avebury. I think it's here actually, nearly missed it. There you go. Ooh, give me some revs, John. So over to our left here, you'll start to see lots of, well, as I say, an avenue of smaller stones that lead all the way up to the main Avebury stone circle. I don't know how long it is, probably, I don't know, half a mile, mile long, something like that. So Avebury Circle, or Avebury, the village of Avebury, and the circle which the village sits within, is right in front of us. So I'll just take a drive through. We should pick up quite a nice view of it on the camera, I would have thought. Be busy today, sunny Saturday in, now I can say, March. So what we'll do, we'll just carry on round, and then a little bit further down the road I'll do a U-turn, come back through Avebury and see it from the other direction, and then we'll head on through. think the Avebury Stone Circle predates Stonehenge. I might be wrong, but I think it does. And it's certainly considerably bigger in diameter anyway. The circle itself, if you can see photographs of it, you know, kind of drone shots from the air, it's pretty huge. Great day out. If you've never been here before, strongly recommend it. It's completely free to walk around the stones. Have to pay for the car park unless you're a National Trust member, but apart from that, completely free. Let's turn around here. I don't know if it's a private drive or not, but we'll use it. Just coming back into Avebury now. Give you a view of the stones from the opposite direction. The village is straight ahead actually. If you do come to Avebury, you can get to Avebury Manor down there, which is a really interesting National Trust property. Well worth a visit. Nothing like it, is there? No particular agenda. Just getting out on the bike. It's getting pretty chilly now. Don't have anything as sophisticated as heated grips on this 27-year-old Yamaha. We will actually go past another of Wiltshire's white horses at the end of this road, the Alton Barnes white horse, which I think is a probably slightly older one than the Marlborough one that we didn't see. Last time I went past it, it was very, very grey. It needs a little bit of, I think they call it scouring, or maybe re-chalking, which they do periodically, probably every, I'm guessing every couple of years or so. But last time I went past, it was very, very grey and hardly visible. But we'll see, maybe today somebody's been out scouring, and since I was last there, it's back to its former glory. I doubt it. Old World War II pillbox there, or whatever they're called. Always seems a strange place to have a pillbox. I think it's got something to do with the Kennet and Avon Canal, but I'm not going to say any more about it because I'll get my facts completely wrong. Quite a nice view now of the lovely hills, lovely rolling hills that surround us here in the Beauty Vale. I think they're part of the North Wessex Downs, maybe the Marlborough Downs, or perhaps they are one and the same thing, I'm not sure. Oh, the horse over on the left. Look at it, you can actually see it today. You can See that? I'm kind of craning my neck round a little bit. There it is. So we did get to see one white horse today. The Alton Barnes white horse. When I was out last time it had been after quite a lot of rain. So I dare say the chalk was... the colour of the chalk was affected by the rain. But yeah, looks great. Really lovely over there. Oh, there you are. There's the horse. More wet and muddy and horrible roads here. This is notorious, this bit. Almost any time of year. It's really wet, very muddy. These puddles actually hide some pretty nasty potholes. It is about time they sorted A, the potholes, but B, the drainage. Well, that's been a very enjoyable ride today. Really enjoyable. Lovely weather. Generally pretty good roads. Just a thoroughly enjoyable day out on the bike, or day out, a couple of hours out on the bike. So we didn't get to see the Marlborough white horse, but the bonus at the end of the trip there, just a couple of minutes ago, was seeing the Alton Barnes white horse, which wasn't part of the plan, so maybe made up for it. And we got to see Avebury in the process, and Silbury Hill, of course. So all in all, a nice little ride. Now I'm looking forward to getting in and having a really nice cup of tea, warming my hands up a bit. So thank you for joining me on this fairly short trip today. Hopefully be out on the bike a bit more. Now spring is sort of here. Probably risk getting the BMW out in the very near future. So bye for now.